Ever wondered how the seafood on your plate is cultivated? It's through a process called marine culture. But what is marine culture? Marine culture, in essence, is the cultivation of marine organisms for food and other products. This process happens in the open ocean, enclosed sections of the ocean, or in tanks, ponds, or raceways filled with seawater. It plays a crucial role in producing seafood and other products in a sustainable way. Now that you know what marine culture is, how about we dive into how it's done? Marine culture, also known as mariculture, involves several steps. It starts with the selection of the species. This choice is critical, as it determines the conditions and care required for the organisms to thrive. Species can range from fish and shellfish to sea plants, each with its own unique needs and challenges. Once the species is selected, it's time for breeding. This process takes place in a controlled environment, often in hatcheries, where the species can reproduce under optimal conditions. The hatcheries provide a safe haven where eggs can be fertilized, larvae can hatch, and juveniles can grow without the threat of predators or harsh environmental conditions. Now, let's imagine we've selected a species of fish for our marine culture. We've successfully bred them in our controlled environment. What's next? Well, as these little swimmers grow and mature, they are carefully transferred to larger enclosures, known as grow-out tanks or net pens. These structures are typically located in open water bodies such as the sea and are designed to mimic the natural habitat of the species. Maintaining the right conditions in these enclosures is an art and a science. It's crucial to closely monitor and adjust the water temperature, salinity, and pH level to ensure they are ideal for the species we're cultivating. This might sound like a lot of work, and it is, but it's absolutely necessary for the organisms to thrive and grow to their full potential. As our fish continue to grow, they reach a point where they're ready for harvest. This is the final step in the process, and it's a rewarding one. The harvest not only provides a source of food, but also supports local economies and contributes to the protection of wild fish populations by offering a sustainable alternative. So, that's a quick overview of how marine culture works, but let's delve a little deeper into some of the key points. The success of marine culture hinges on a few key factors. Let's dive into these crucial elements that make this fascinating practice possible and sustainable. First and foremost, the choice of species is pivotal. Just as certain plants thrive in specific climates on land, marine organisms flourish under specific conditions. Choosing a species that is well adapted to the local environment is a fundamental step towards successful marine culture. This includes considering factors such as water temperature, salinity, and the availability of food resources. But selecting the right species is only the beginning. The ongoing maintenance of water quality is another critical aspect. Regardless of the species you're cultivating, all marine organisms require clean, healthy water to thrive. This means regular monitoring of water parameters such as temperature, pH, salinity, and oxygen levels is essential. Additionally, harmful substances such as heavy metals, pesticides, and other pollutants must be kept in check to ensure the well-being of these organisms. Yet even with the most meticulous care, challenges are inevitable. Disease management is one such challenge. In a marine culture setup, diseases can spread rapidly, often with devastating consequences. To mitigate this, regular health checks, early disease detection, and prompt treatment are crucial. Lastly, let's not forget the environmental impact. As with any form of agriculture, marine culture too can have significant effects on the surrounding ecosystem. It's our responsibility to minimize these impacts. This can be achieved through practices such as responsible waste management, careful use of feed, and avoiding the introduction of invasive species. In summary, marine culture is a delicate balancing act. It requires careful species selection, diligent water quality management, proactive disease management, and a commitment to environmental stewardship. Overcoming these challenges is not easy, but with the right knowledge and dedication, it's certainly possible. These key points underscore the complexity and the importance of marine culture. It's not just about growing marine organisms, it's about doing so in a way that respects and sustains the delicate balance of our precious marine ecosystems. So, to wrap things up, marine culture refers to the cultivation of marine organisms, a practice that's critical to our seafood supply and oceanic biodiversity. The process extends from careful species selection to the final harvest, with each step playing a vital role in the ecological balance. Key factors such as water quality, disease prevention, and sustainable practices contribute to its success. By understanding marine culture, we gain appreciation for the seafood we enjoy and the sustainable practices that make it possible.